I was testing Wrath of Cortex out, and weirdly, it started. The microphone disconnected, so it changed to primary sound card driver, which is the sound thing in the bot, and yet my voice was still heard very, very quietly. I'm like, what orifice am I speaking into? I know I talk out my arse a lot, but that's quite an impressive feat. Okay. Blooper reel.
Yeah. So moving on from our amazing success in the last stage and the last video.
Speaking of bloopers, the controller's died. Oh no, it works.
Moving on from the controller breaking, we're going to break more controllers while breaking into corners here in Cortex Castle.
Okay, I forgot.
And it's stunning start by Coco Bandicoot. As Crash Bandicoot moves into the lead, Coco slides to the left, slides to the right. Here I am, stuck in the middle with you.
Well done. Best joke in the series.
Now it's all downhill from here, don't worry.
Hey, I used to be the one that made crap song references until I ran out of songs that people had heard of. Fuck.
I'm sure there's a song about that somewhere.
What fucking? Yeah, 98% of pop songs.
Yeah, exactly.
This is not going well.
The sterling start as always.
Contrary to what normally happens, normally when we start again I'm quite good, so maybe I should have got some practice in before. Well, I didn't have the time to get any practice in, except maybe 2 weeks, because my computer broke. So it's all going swimmingly, as long as I don't accidentally insult anybody in this session. That was so strange. Anyway.
I get the slight feeling that you're turning in too early into that one.
Yeah.
Now, I may need onboard telemetry to prove this, but just a hunch.
What the hell was that noise? No, I think you're right. It's just I'm trying to cut a corner, but I'm trying to cut a non-existent corner.
Yes. That usually doesn't work.
Exactly. It'd be like, it's about as likely as Hulkenberg winning a race.
Mm-hmm.
I know that's a Formula 1 racer.
I'm amazed you know who Nico Hulkenberg is. Good job.
No, well, I did actually know it, and then weirdly he appeared on A Question of Sport, and I did actually know who he was, which is rare, because I'm not. Normally, I'm one of those that I either get random football ones, basically from Aston Villa. I can't believe I was being so serious in my most recent video that I missed a chance to make an Aston Villa joke. I had to add it in annotations. I was talking about FIFA of all things, and I was like, "Oh, you
Aston
either
Villa
win,
a joke
lose."
in itself.
Yes.
So you don't really need the jokes write themselves at this point.
Have they replaced Mr. Frenchman that nobody's heard of, according to Jeff Skelly? Or is he still there? I don't know.
He's been fired, but they haven't replaced him.
Oh. Who's in charge? Squirrel?
Yes, and we hope to see significant improvement because it can't possibly get any worse.
Who's actually, like...
It's like the under-21s coach, I think, has stepped up for caretaker role.
Wow. Good going, Aston Villa. You sacked the one person who isn't to blame for any of the failures.
Yeah, they've also sacked several people who are arguably to blame, to be fair.
By the time this comes out, this is probably old news. Leicester City have come so close to winning the Premier League, and Aston Villa are in League 2.
Aston Villa have made the most amazing escape known to man, or have made the least impressive finish to any season ever, several times in a row.
Well, they left it a bit late for a comeback. I mean, didn't Leicester City have at least 22 points when they started coming back? Something quite achievable. Aston Villa have less points than, like, me with women. I don't know. I just tend to insult other people's girlfriends.
Interesting to know that women are giving you scores as you go up, and that you somehow have fewer than, 12?
I meant number of girlfriends is what I meant.
Oh.
And a number of not bitches is what the fuck?
See? All you need to do is insult Aston Villa constantly, and then you'll break through the most difficult parts of the game.
Talking about sports that I don't understand has worked again, people. This is a miracle. Last time we completed a 1.5 hour wandering around a beach looking for crystals, which in the end didn't come to anything, because by talking about cricket, and we just beat a castle race thing by talking about not cricket.
Ah, yeah, my favourite sport, not cricket.
Okay, I think Aku said something, but I don't know what he said, so I'll ignore whatever he said. Oh, why do we have a tiered racetrack? Hot air skyway. This. Oh, are we flying into the sky now?
We shall see.
I wish that I could fly so very high into the sky, just like a dragonfly. That's the wrong franchise. Yeah, boosting isn't really an advantage if you just go straight into the car in front of you. Oh, this is like that Mario Kart track that's just holes everywhere. Gaps where you can fall off. I don't know.
Rainbow Road.
Yeah, let's go with that one. I kind of guessed because there's so many tracks in Mario Kart that I'm sure one of them looked a bit like this.
Not saying there's any similarity, shifty eyes.
Nope, just like there's no similarity between Cyber Chase and Crash Bandicoot games in general.
Mm-hmm. That's a suspiciously specific denial if ever there was one.
It's not like I'm defending.
It's not like anybody's going to immediately go, Cyber Chase, I remember that damn blasted Crash Bandicoot rip-off.
I know. It's not like Simpsons Road Rage. Damn, you ripped off Crazy Taxi. Do you know what's great? There was in a... I'm one of those saddos. I listened to the Simpsons audio commentaries, and basically they were talking about Simpsons Hit and Run, and they're like, "Oh, the fun fact says this was a player card. What are they called? The pickup card things in level 4 of the Simpsons Hit and Run." And they were like, "Points if you know what that is." And then one of them just went, "Wasn't that Crazy Taxi? It wasn't that Crazy Taxi. Wasn't it that Crazy Taxi rip-off that we did?" So they openly admitted it. So
fair enough.
Damn it! I thought that was a corner. It's not. So continuing the theme of never talking about Crash. I don't think we went through Crash. I don't think Crash 3 went an entire part where we actually mentioned Welcome Back to Crash Wart. We just went like, I just sort of went, "Oh, welcome back. Black Fox has ruined my promises," or something. As he always
Welcome back, level, piss off. There you go. That's the entire storyboarding of every Crash 3 video.
And then when I put Black Fox on the spot to be interesting, he was like, "Catch you in the next one." I'm like, what kind of an outro is that? That's not ripping off anyone. No, it's amazing how many varieties of outro a person could possibly have. Surely, it's just a... I don't know what the point I was trying to make there was. There's only so many words in the English language.
That's why you're extending into the Welsh language, so you can use more in your thesaurus.
But nobody... Well, to be fair, the Welsh word coombe is actually a legitimate Scrabble score, because it means valley. And it's in the OED. Well, it's in the Scrabble dictionary, and that's all the one that matters, really. When you're playing Scrabble, all you need is a Scrabble dictionary. And a brain, possibly.
And presumably basic literacy, at least.
Yeah, it's not like anybody watches this anymore. What? Hello, 2 people watching this. Basically, hello, Shadow Raven. I hope you enjoy me failing at this game.
It happens a lot.
Yes. And hello if you're new to my channel and have tuned into part 21 or whatever this is. I know I said something similar in Extreme Destruction again, and we were only like one part away from the actual.
Isn't it like when you actually included the bonus parts you put in, you were technically right or something like that?
Yeah. And then somebody had the audacity to say, "Oh, he's counted this wrong," and I went, "Actually, no. The Christmas special wasn't a numbered part. I'm fully aware. I can count in the tens. I can't count in the hundreds. But you know, I can do some things. Just not racing, apparently."
It's good to know. DevilboyScooby, he can do some things.
Yes. I can say climb by fucking go Gary Kundovi Clantacilia go, but I can't drive in a straight line or count to 10.
It's a very good skill set there.
It's very limited to a very small part of North Wales.
It's very specific and maybe not very practical.
Exactly. It's like knowing how to juggle spoons. When's that going to come in? Or play the spoons. Nobody wants to, or bagpipes. Nobody actually wants to listen to them. So you've wasted like half your childhood annoying neighbours to learn an instrument that you're never going to use. It'd be like me learning, I don't know, Esperanto. I don't speak to people from other countries. How would I need to learn Esperanto? I haven't met anyone from Chile yet. Or from cayenne pepper. Oh god, that was annoying. I was going to say I'm doing well, but I don't think it being in 6th is doing very well.
No.
Unless you're Nico Hulkenberg.
And that's definitely not very well.
No.
Unless you're Nico Hulkenberg, however, that would be 6th out of 22, not 6th out of 8.
I'm out of things to say now. Probably means I'm going to... It's basically just now completely low quality content of a guy.
Either that or we just resume random sports punditry.
Okay, Coco takes over 3rd place and becomes 4th. No, that made no sense. What?
That's not how racing positions work.
Oh, bollocks, that was just me being an idiot. Cars do not work like
so
that.
Normal.
Exactly. I like how Pinstripe has been... Well, Neo Cortex only managed to afford 1 blimp. Pinstripe has like 5.
Well, Pinstripe is implied to be like a mobster, so
he's stolen all these.
He's gained it through means which you don't ask about and will never ask about if you know what's good for you, I think is what that is.
I'm questioning, am I going the wrong way or something? Because I suddenly went from 1st to 5th.
Yeah, there does seem to be a shortcut around, doesn't there?
Am I missing it? This is where we surreptitiously Google, but I can't because I've got my hands on a phallic-shaped, controller.
Notice that your controller is phallic-shaped, yes.
Wii is. Ironically, for a product called the Wii. I don't know, it's a stick. Aren't all penises sticks?
I've never... I wouldn't describe a cuboid-shaped controller as phallic. I'd have to admit that much.
Oh, I've seen it now. I saw it. And I know why they just overtook me. There's like a sticky outy Jetty.
Such a way with words.
Yes. I don't know what else you would call it. It's like a pier.
There you go, that's a bit more succinct.
Well, jetty is a word.
Sticky outy Jetty.
Part title. I missed the sticky outy Jetty.
It's up there with Zipper Dude off throwy Chucky thingy.
What the hell is that Zipper Dude off throwy Chucky thingy supposed to be?
That's exactly what it does. That was Canadian vocabulary at its finest. I'm having a problem because, apart from being shit at this game, I'm sort of jumping halfway between the actual route and the shortcut Jetty. There we go.
Now, how long will it take for us to screw this up?
Not very. That just encapsulates this entire series.
Welcome to Crash Team Racing, subtitle, How long will it take to screw it up?
Welcome to DevilboyScooby's channel, where Murphy's Law is the only rule. Beast porn must exist because people like beast porn.
Devil Scooby Boy, blah blah blah.